There we go. Alright, how we doing? I think everything's set up. Let me know. Everything looks healthy. Alright. Hi guys. Let's see. I don't know how to start this. Hi. How we doing? I guess I'll go through you. Haven't seen Sub Black English Star Study. English, Dashi Pie, Commentary Brony, wow, Andy Braun, wow, alright, cool, you guys are great. Hi, hi. Did I miss anything that you want to talk about in chat? At the beginning, I know like Star was somewhat upset. Otherwise, we'll get straight into it. I've been doing good. Trying to be a bit more healthy. Actually started to it sounds bad. I started exercising a bit more. Never been into like actually being too. I've just been so bad on myself recently, so trying to fix that up and trying to do more walks and trying to do some more Wii Fit actually, so I can play video games and work out a little bit. So I feel that's actually been helping a lot recently. I just started like yesterday with Wii Fit, so started to play that again. So I actually feel a little bit better. My muscles are a little tingly now, so we'll see how good that is. Get to go into actually drawing now and see if it's actually more good or straight or not. If I can be precise or not. Yeah. Wii Fit trainer. I know, I was thinking about that when I was doing it. It's like she doesn't seem like a fighter. It's so fun. Yeah, I know some of you kind of missed last week's stream. I'm sorry. I honestly don't know how to really help with that except just trying to advertise it a bit more. Does you think that'll help? Of like, because I tweeted, whatever, verb, that out. So just recently. Phone and YouTube both failed in notify me. Probably your fault. Okay. Yeah. Again, there's not too much I can actually do than trying to make it as visible as possible to you guys. Like I don't know. So yeah, you know, not try to like advertise it a bit more, but yeah. Trying to maybe get back into Twitter, but I just don't have that much going on with my stuff, you know, with my life to actually tweet about. So that's why there's not much activity going on too recently. Yeah. Bad connections is going to do with not being live. Okay. That's interesting. And again, you can always watch these later, which is going to be weird, as you will all eventually be watching this later. Yeah. What are we doing today? Let's maybe get into it, right? Okay. Bap. It's the same thing we've been working on for 3 weeks. Haha. What a surprise. Let's get rid of these. So between streams, I worked on this background here. So there we go. Some bits kind of fell off the side out of the edge, but if you crop it, then it's visible, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. These streams are late, means no one else is using it. So, oh, nice. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Something outside those, there's a little box, isn't visible. So that's why I'm not too cared about this, you know, shapes coming out. If I made it too small, then it'll show up, but otherwise, it'll be good. Hey, I'm just gonna say gamings. Hi. Had trouble with that. We'll work on this mushroom in the sea. Ah, there you go. Just wanted to move that one anchor point, so make sure it is gonna fall off the edge. There we go. Otherwise, not much has changed. I think I just added the background to these 2 shots between streams, so that's basically all you missed while I worked on it. Okay. I think today we'll be timing this out, maybe adding some more storyboards in the middle. Maybe if we need any more. I think we're pretty good on storyboard. Or I think this shot has the different ideas for what they're going to talk about. The rocks are going to talk to each other, so we needed some ideas of what pictograms they needed to have. So I'll have to storyboard that in. Otherwise, I can start figuring out the timing of this, because obviously this is what the timeline is now. So let's get into it. Otherwise, how are we all doing? Didn't ask how you guys are doing. Yeah. Hi. Yeah, this is a mirror pool. I think I just copied the exact same background as from the actual show, so it's gonna be quite accurate. Can you make the same pony movements as they did in the show? I think I tried like a couple years ago, like my first year or so was trying to emulate it as best as possible, but I wasn't quite good at it, so now I just kind of found my own style with my new videos, so I kind of like that a lot, where it's that more choppy kind of feeling. So it's not because it's, you know, harder to animate it like that. It is a little bit, but I just find like this kind of style where I can just have it be more choppy, and not having too many tweens as a technical thing. I feel like adds a bit more, weirdly more life to it when it's more choppy and less actual, you know, arcs of full arcs and stuff. So I think I'll just do some temp timing for this, as I don't exactly know how long these are going to be, but I know like this and this, and these two shots are like one after each other, so I'll keep that timing basically too close to each other like that. So whoop whoop. And keep this a bit longer, and then because as I drew this, I had a feeling of what the timing of this would be, of like this will be like a short keyframe kind of thing, and this will be a longer one. So I'm just gonna go in here. I have to think about it pretty hard a little bit here. So that's why I'm not looking at chat too much right now. Okay, so right in here probably needs to be another bunch of storyboards there. Yeah. I'm reading back a little bit further on break. Alright. I think I just got a Twitter. Oh wow, that's something else. Okay. I'll figure that out later. There's no motivation. Wasn't watching Madoka Magica. Nice. I watched a bit of Madoka Magica, or however you say it, like a long time ago. The style was very interesting, but I don't think I was too into anime back then, so I was like, yeah, whatever. But now I'm like, probably want to go back into it now. You feel like you need a third display? I do. I have the tablet, the drawing tablet, Wacom, pretty good HD monitor, and then a somewhat good, probably like 10-year-old monitor over here, off to my right. So that's the Streambox, Flash, and then YouTube, and then the camera. So, but I think of just animating, everything is kind of centralized. I heard like some people editing, like on After Effects or Premiere, they prefer 1 or 2 displays or like one of those long monitors. I just never really need that many. I've been pretty good at kind of just centralizing all my editing for when I do videos pretty easily. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah. It seemed like the style of Manoka was really good, like the atmosphere, but it just seemed really too slow for its own good. I feel like it had really good pacing, but then just took forever to like probably get into the meat of it, as it will. Oh wow. There's multitasking, that's fun. I try to multitask a little bit. I usually just have Flash and maybe YouTube with some music going on at the same time. Hi Padra, nice to see you. Nothing really more than that, usually. Milk at 10, okay. Oh yeah, their season's only really short. They only have 13 per season. Like I was watching I just found a new anime today. I forgot what it's called, but it had like 13 episodes, but each episode was like 2 minutes long. So you can imagine you can probably just binge watch the whole thing in like half an hour. These are probably temp timing, like that's pretty quick here. So I might just add like some more time when I feel it needed. These just get into practice. Like there's no real, I'm sure there's some science to it of like these head movements should be on like should take like 5 frames or something. It's never really like that. They're always different. Besides, you don't really want them to be too sciencey of like mathematical of like how long should a shot be. Like that's every shot is completely different. Like there's no set guidelines. It's more just the pacing between them. And there's no real rules for filmmaking like that either. Like you could have like an action shot, take like a lot of longer shots. It could be necessarily in slow mo, but it could just be like more panning shots or something. So it doesn't have to be like quick shots in an action scene. Usually spend a bit more time with this, or I usually have a timing as I go with the storyboard. So it's a bit trickier because now I have to like reverse it, which is a bit harder. Of like I already had all the storyboards drawn, now I just have to figure out the timing of it. And I feel like some of these don't exactly have much going on, so it's hard to. I want enough time for you to see all the important points, and then enough hang time to get the point more across. It's hard to explain. Ever consider using metronome? No, I don't think I have. You can usually just kind of count it in your head, or just kind of with traditional animation, it's more just like flipping the frames back and forth and see how they kind of, with the rhythm of that, kind of works. And then seeing if you need another frame in between or not. But with this, I'm just able to like play through the whole thing as if I was editing it already, and then saying, yeah, that's pretty good timing. Or this could, in this section, could, be a couple more frames here, and then a couple more frames here. Just enough time to see what's going on, and then moving on. Boop. Cool. It's just evidence you advertise the channel. Oh, the podcast. Okay, yeah, because That'd be weird. It's like you're already on my channel. I guess I got my other stuff in the description too and above. Ugh. Boop 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 boop. Yeah. So stuff like this is like whop. If I can just watch the storyboard and then not know what's going on, that means there's not enough time in there. And then that's good. So it's more just like a feeling, and it comes with practice of knowing how long these take. But then you don't want to go too long for some of these. Like I might actually... It's hard because I'm usually working with Derpy, with her character, and she's a bit quicker. So if Derpy was here, I might have her start kicking it or something else, like already at here. But because it's mod, I might have her, you know, a bit more frames to go with her personality. Like I'm already thinking like what's going through her mind and saying like, would she do it now compared to like later? I might add another board here just to emphasize it, that like she kicks it and then backs off and then sweeps and then hides in the bush. And then this will, between here and here, is she gonna slowly get more happy. So I'll add another keyframe in here. Boop boop. So I can see it between and then kind of draw a line. So I'm just adding a bit more frames so I can emphasize it. There you go. So this is getting close to 10 seconds. That's pretty good. Well, we'll see. A lot of stuff. Sorry, guys. What's it called when the face looks like? Yeah. What's up, Marcus? Hey, Juno player. Cool, man. Open is pretty next level, if you know what I mean. Not something for beginners, right? Yes. Yeah. I do have OpenTunes. Again, I keep saying like maybe we can do a show on that, but I think I probably have to learn it a bit more first. Just because it is a bit more weirder in how it's set up. We can go over that if we want to. Not sure if that's going to be interesting or not for you guys. Me trying to not get something done easily. Right, we need to do these ideas, and if there's any more we can think of. Let you guys see it. So we got these now. I think that's a lot. But maybe they could be kind of slow, then medium, and then kind of go back and forth real quick. Like they're getting to know each other better, so they talk more and more faster. So depends on if you guys think of any more or anything else. These are lost words. I haven't been talking all day, so I don't know. Woo. Derpy by his airplane? Maybe. But hello, Princess Sunset Dream Sweet. Wow. Nice Pokemon cup. Yep. It's a Pokeball cup. It's got rare Pokeballs. I also got this as a detour. I got this Mimikyu coaster. I got it at the Japanese Pokemon Center when I went to Japan like last year, almost a year ago to the day. So I thought it was really cool, and always wanted to get little small things, you know, little knickknacks that's like actually also useful. Like I actually put my cup on the coaster, so I actually use it a bunch. Yeah. I have another coaster, but it's not like a little gecko. Ugh. Sorry. I think it came with a set or something. I don't know if it's actually something or from something. And then I also got here's show and tell of everything on my desk, I guess. So this is a little tray for calendars. So this is August, and I put a little squid on it, little blooper. That's because it's my birthday month, so Nintendo gave me an official PDF for one of those printout things. So I was able to pick that out. I had to edit it because they had set characters for each of them, so I had to like actually go into Photoshop and change it to be blooper, because I like squids more than like Donkey Kong on it. Yeah. Yeah. What's my favorite Pokemon? Is Farfetch'd from Gen 1. Is a little bird that has a little leak on it. I think in X and Y, someone trades you, like an NPC trades you something for a Farfetch'd, and so I figured it out and gave him something that he wanted, and he gave me a Farfetch'd, and I took great care of him. That he was part of the party up to like the end. So he was my MVP of the group. And you know, since then I was like, he's my favorite Pokemon now. He really took one for the team. He was great. Figuring out what layers everything's on. Let's get the script. Let's get part of that, and that's got that. Okay. Yeah. Fire red, yeah. Usually when evolutions become MVP. Nice. Yeah, I guess I didn't really care too much about EVs back then. Like, I played these a long time ago. I remember my first game that I played was Pearl. Or no, I did play Pearl, like, as a GameStop kind of thing. And then had to give that away after a week. And then I got Platinum as my first bought Pokemon game. And I played that a ton. Got all the way to Giratina, however you say it, in the Dimension World. And then I had the worst luck, because you need to use like at least like 5 or 6 or something HMs, hidden machines. And I at the time was, you know, never played a Pokemon game before, so I was like, oh, I don't actually have a Pokemon that in my party that knows all that. So I just, you know, reversed and like went all the way back, and then found, you know, in my party a box and stuff of like, does anything here, you know, no HMs and stuff. And I think I gave my Platinum Bidoof like at least 2 or 3 HMs. And he wasn't quite the, you know, the strongest Pokemon in my team, so, but I had to give him, I had to have him in my party so I can go to the, even beat the story. So I was totally unprepared, and, you know, didn't have all I needed, and then you get to the final, you know, near the final thing of like, what happens? It's been almost 10 years or something. When was it, like 2009 or something? Wow, 8? It's been, whatever came out like a year after that. Probably when I got there. I didn't have the best party, and then right before, spoilers I guess, right before you you know, catch Giratina, you have to beat the final, like the big evil boss. So I was totally not prepared because I had to like switch out basically 4 or 5 or 6 of my guys out, so they were totally unprepared. And we just got so dead. The worst part is, I think I tried to escape the dimension world that we're in, the crazy Escher world, where everything's like upside down and everything, and I don't think I was able to find a way out. Like I couldn't find a portal out or something, or like they probably said, you know, hey, be careful, you know, before you leave, like, careful, you can't leave once you get in here, so, you know, bring out all you can or something. And of course, whatever, I was just thinking like, oh, I'll just, you know, follow and get Giratina and put the match ball and win. So this is just a really sad story of like, I was not prepared for it. I couldn't beat, I think someone said Cyrus was right. So I was stuck there. I couldn't leave. All I had was my Bidoof and a couple other guys. Not ready to beat him, and then just getting killed over and over by Cyrus, and then not able to leave. So it's like I was at that back then. I was in a soft lock of like not able to continue. So, and then I just kind of just gave up, and then just got the next game, and then continued my streak of never actually finishing a Pokemon game, just because I'm terrible at party strategies and stuff, and normal RPG stuff. I'm actually really bad at managing that kind of stuff. So, sorry guys if that hurt you or something. That's like, I'm actually horrible at Pokemon games, but I love the series. I love I always love the universes. I just gave Rock some blushies. I love the universes and like all the characters and all the environments and all the stuff that goes into it and stories and everything. But I'm not the best gamer, so I'm not able to actually finish it and follow all the way through the story. So it just feels bad of like that. I'm sorry guys. I made you cry. I'm sorry. I think that was the worst experience, but of course it was my first experience, so it made it worse. When I was able to do pretty better. Not much better. I think with the newer ones like an X and Y and whatever, Sun and Moon, usually only get like one of the 3 or 4. Usually get just one of the 4, and then usually get up to the Elite 4. And then I usually beat at least 1 or 2, and then I just can't figure out how to get a party that's strong and viable with all, you know, what is that, 4 times 4 or 5? Does that be, let's say 5? 4 times 5 is like 20 Pokemon you have to beat. Having a 6 army against like 20 Pokemon doesn't seem right. And then there's always the you're not quite done, and then you got to beat the champion, and then whatever he's got. So I usually lose at the first and second Elite Four, and then it's like, okay, well, I already spent like 40 hours already, you know, trying to play. I would just want to play the game, and then they just always make it so hard for me to figure out. It gets to the point that it's like you're supposed to be a Pokemon Master, you know, to be the champion, but it's like I just don't understand. I mean, I get all the stuff, like all the techniques and stuff of like what you're supposed to do, like, you know, use a fire against the grass type and all that. I get all that, but I don't think I don't know where I fall with that. I think I feel like I'm allergic to items, so I think that might actually be, you know, a major thing with that. Is that maybe I could just actually use items in my battles, and probably just say it before, and then I just feel like I lose my items whenever I fail at a battle, but then you experience to make them stronger for next time. So it's that, I don't know, of whether to what's best strategy with that. I'm just horrible at strategy with that. So I just play my platformers and, you know, puzzles and rhythm games, because you don't have to make decisions in a rhythm game. I was playing a couple of rhythm games before, and I played the exercise game. So, and you think like my one of my favorite games is Paper Mario, just because I love the universe and stuff that's in it. But then never beat it. I think I played almost all of them. I haven't played the Wii U one, the Paper Mario. So, and for all the other ones, I usually get about 2 or 3/4 way in, and then it just goes downhill. Anyway, I think we got the storyboard done. Yeah, that's in your doors. I think that's what I'm referring to. I just didn't say. Yeah. It's like a power guy, totally. Use items, Pokemon League, and basically use all the ones I collected in the game and then invite full of stores. Probably want to get some max revives too. Lemonade is also pretty popular. They're pretty cheap and they do stuff, I think. What do they do? Yeah. Super Mario. I think when I was had to be a kid or a teenager, I played Super Mario. We usually it's like tag team back then, where I played with my dad, and we play much more story games with that. So those were fun. We would like tag team and say this part's hard, and give it to him or give it to me. And we beat Super Mario, and we beat Thousand Year Door as a team. A couple other games, I think. Oh, the Mario and Luigi series, we beat a bunch of those together. I think the first one we really worked the most on together. And then when it came out on DS, it's like, oh, can't really play it on GameCube anymore. Yeah. I need to take a little break. How you guys doing? What did they get the changes in Sun and Moon? Character design's fine. I watched like 10 or so episodes of the anime. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's more of a soft reboot. Super Mario is barely a Paper Mario game. It's flat. It's just fun. Superstar Saga, yes. I forgot that's what it's called. Yeah, that was really fun. I just feel like the sequels just kind of right on the Pintos trip, little things on a Butler kind of trail thing. It's got sequel stuff on it. Yeah, I like the story. Playing the 3DS remake at the moment. Cool. It is bad.
I said it isn't. Wait, whoa, sorry. Sorry, just hang on. If it's not right, read it over and then do it again. We don't have that going on. I think we're good on the storyboard. I think I just got some bad water. Something in the back of my throat isn't good now. Anyone make a MLP RPG? Yes, I've actually. I don't know if I can probably talk about it, but whatever. It's on some forums. I worked on a Paper Mario style, like a 3D environment, turn-based, with pony characters. I worked on some artwork for a game like that for about a month, and I drew a bunch of characters, a bunch of ponies for different angles and different poses. So that was really fun, a bit different because I was making sprite sheets. Making sprite sheets instead of animations like these. So that was interesting. Like we'd have a bunch of different poses of one character on one sheet and different poses. Yeah, there's a couple of animations. I mean, I made a bunch of Paper Mario style animations a year ago. Shadows of Shattered Dreams. That sounds cool. Is it not? I have an Inkscape page full of references, but I don't actually done any Arbitros references. But I have a bunch of toys on my shelf and stuff, like little plushies and some mangas and stuff. So whenever I don't know what to draw, like as a warm up, just surrounded with stuff that I like, so I can just look around and go, ooh, and then start drawing it. So, and references are always good, whether or not you actually use them or not in that particular moment. It's just kind of, you would still kind of have it in your head as a little, like a phantom kind of thought. I don't know what that meant. So I was thinking about stuff like that. What's up, Nightmare Crystal? I have something in the back of my throat and I don't like it. And this water isn't helping because it started it. So I can't drink more. It's like my uvula. This is really itchy. It's not fun. Alright. Yeah. Trying to make different characters into ponies is fun. Just because with anime characters and human characters trying to transform into ponies, it's a bit tricky. I think the hardest part is trying to get the clothes right. Because you don't really have to think a bit harder of like how actually the fabric would translate more. Because you can make the hair, basically the same, style essentially on a human to a pony. So it's not quite too hard with that. I just find the hardest part trying to translate the clothes, because it's like you can't really just have a shirt. I don't know why I got pink. If you have a shirt, it could be pretty hard to try to say like, well, if it has a stripe like that, that means it has to be like a stripe, like that, or is it, has like go under there, but then it kind of goes under one of the hooves kind of thing. So it just gets complicated. And then that's only just a simple example, and then they got pants and everything. It's like, I don't know, this is good bad. Oh, cool. Maybe I'll check it out. Star. Oh, I'm so sorry, my throat is really bad. Ugh. Oh no, the combat is Pokemon. Oh no. Maybe I just like the more action combat, like Mario, Luigi. A little bit of Paper Mario 2 has more action combat, where it's more rhythm based, and I like that. I like rhythm games more.
compared to like an actual RPG like Final Fantasy, you know, all that. Which I played Final Fantasy 7 for like a couple weeks. Didn't get too far as a thought. It was just having trouble with the trying to play on Steam with the controller. It was pretty hard. Okay, talk about the game. Was that fan made? Oh, it's Rob Porticon. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, so let's. If we got everything, I was gonna get started animating, but I think we have a couple more assets to make. Like we're gonna need a bush here. I guess, can I just take this bush and modify it? That'd be simple. Bush. Flip. Ah. Anybody else? There's a random thing. Play OSU. OSU. I don't know if there's any real social multiplayer with that. It has leaderboards and stuff, so maybe. I just played that bunch. I play more of the Tyco games. I think that's a bit more fun. Some I was able to play with the played the Japanese demo of the Switch version of the Tyco game. That seemed really fun. Of course, all the menus were in Japanese, so I wasn't able to understand how to configure anything. I only had 2 songs, so I couldn't really play it for too long. So I have a tablet. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just lucky to have this 20-inch monitor in front of me that I can poke at. Very grateful for that. Helps a lot more than my other tablet that I had, which I'm finding. Excuse me. There we go. Let's see if the green screen works on this. Sorta. There we go. So this is my original tablet that I've been working with. So, so this is a pen tablet, and here's a pen. So it only had like 4 buttons. It's still a Wacom. I think this is Intuos. So it, so you would like use the pen and then draw on this mat here, and then that would translate to the screen in front of you. So when you draw, it'll be the mouse on the screen of a regular monitor. So that was kind of a bit tricky at first to figure out, because usually people kind of like, you know, drag it like this to move, you know, of like when you first use it, you're like, I want to move right, but more it's actually position of XY, you know, here is gonna be there. So I had that tablet for maybe 2 or 3 years using that, and then I was like, I kind of want more. I was looking at shopping around to see other tablets, and then kind of looked around at other YouTubers, and like Jazza, you know, had a 27-inch tablet. So I was like, probably can't get the 27-inch, but I think the 21 or 22 will do just fine. So we actually use a lot of my college money for this. It might have paid for itself already, just based on the amount of commissions and stuff that I worked on. So that's pretty good. It's very well made. Used it for a year or so. Haven't seen any dead pixels or anything on my screen, so it's very well done. It's very precise still. Has a couple more driver updates, so it's working great. I don't know why I started talking about that. Oh, because OSU is also kind of designed for pointing and clicking at different. If you don't know, OSU is like a little touch the circles kind of game. So this will be 1, 2, and then 3, and then it'll have a circle that'll then go in, and when it touches this circle, then you tap it, and then you then click on the next one that has a circle, and then that closes in, and then click that one, and then it's got stuff. It's got some other type of buttons, but that's kind of the basic ones. So using a mouse can be kind of tricky to like accurately click on the next one, you know, in like a heartbeat, basically. And then these get really fast and intense. So I play more the Taiko ones, where it has a bar, and then this is where you hit it, and then it's got different circles again. So this will be a red one, and this is a blue one. And then when it hits this circle here, and you hit either one of the buttons that's red or blue. So it's kind of addicting, and it's really fun to get good at it. Then you can always like mod it with more songs into the Osu version. So I just found it really fun, a little side thing. Yeah. So I'd rather play that than try to grind for 100+ hours on some Pokemon game. Actually, but I just love the universe, knowing Pokemon characters. I like know like practically like 90% of them. So like sometimes I just play Pokemon Go like on my phone, like just have it open on my desk and just kind of just wait for the GPS of my phone to mess up so it actually thinks that I moved over somewhere. And then I get points. So it's not cheating if my phone is not working right? If it's actually part of the hardware of the phone is just getting confused with the GPS, and Pokemon Go is like, well, maybe you're actually on this street instead, and then I'm able to catch Pokemon and stuff from literally just sitting here. So I don't have any VR, so that's why I didn't talk about that. But Beat Saber seems pretty cool, but probably have to play it first to understand it. So yeah, English. I do play Osu a little bit, but not as much. I know about it, but I just play Taiko more. I just got into that more. And that also led me into the other Taiko games, so I'm excited for the one on the Switch, Nintendo Switch, to play that more. Maybe I'll just get the Japanese version of it. It doesn't have all the good songs in it. I think we're good here. I think I'll kind of just get started with some duplicate symbols. I don't know. There's not much word for this. This is a flash only kind of step. If I can spell, there we go. So I just made that little box. I just made a little duplicate of this particular symbol, so it has everything inside of it, so I can click on any bit. So I'm doing this because if I didn't, I would either need to make sure that her timeline on this timeline matches, and sometimes I will go back in and change some shots, so it doesn't really help. Like if I say, if I wanted her on the main timeline to be starting at 33 and then go in and then start animating it, and then I say, well, maybe it should start at 20, then everything that I animate would then have to change, and it's just too much work. So I usually do the workaround and just create a bunch more symbols in duplicates, which are just copies. So now I'm able to go in and see, like, this says Chibi Head 3/4 all start. So now I'm able to go in and edit it as much as I want without damaging the original. Yeah. Sorry, I've been not really paying attention to you guys as much. I think I was able to follow a couple of you guys. So
But if there's anything that you actually need me as a question or just curious, go to repeat it. Probably with my name. I think if you just say Yoshi Greenwater in the chat and then a question, it'll highlight itself and then I can see it better. But otherwise, I'm gonna work on making this hard hat kind of light thing that I drew in my storyboard. Haha, because I'm gonna deliver on what I have. Yeah. I like how I explain the animation. I know it's like complicated and everything, of like, because a lot of this is either gonna be easy to understand for, you know, like art people or animation people, so it's like gonna be hard to people who's just watching you know what I'm talking about. It's gonna make sense or not. Then just kind of tune out for a bit. So I understand. I probably was like that back then. If you try to talk about like some audio engineering specific stuff, I'd be like, what? I don't know much about audio. Hard hat. What's your name? Mod. Just because I want another layer on here. I want to add some more effects. So if I just want to bring another hat in, I can just bring in the whole thing instead. Need the light here, need the circle. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are, you know, finding these live streams to be fun, that you're able to, you know, I see you guys from, you know, the beginning of the stream are still here, so that's fun. I was worried about stuff like that you guys would just, you know, watch for 10 minutes and then leave. So I'm pretty sure like some of you guys do that, but you more dedicated fans, you know, you know what's up. I don't know. I'm drawing. Should be blue. Should be maybe just orange-ish. You can see my color wheel. Then I want to make oh cool, graphics vector graphics person, that's cool. Is that more Illustrator kind of stuff, or there's not much programs that are vector, right? Or Inkscape and whatnots, right? Maybe it should be lower. Come on. There you go. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. How would a hardware work if you want to illuminate something? Would you want to illuminate something above you or below you? I guess that's okay. And then we can do the cool thing. So we get this, and then make this light, and then we can change this from a graphic symbol to movie clip. Yeah. We'll do animation in the future, maybe, since it's nice to know as much as possible. Okay. Use Inkscape. Yeah, I gotta check out these more programs and stuff to see if they're not really, you know, worth it, but I think it'd be cool to, you know, have it as a resume that is like, yeah, I know how to use multiple programs. It's probably important. So I'm adding that effect, some filters to this light. Probably want to change this to the same color. Didn't want the whole thing though. Just this. There. So I added a blur and some low alpha. So now it kind of just dips off into nothing. Now we're going to make a gradient, if you can maybe see behind my head. And then make this one 0% alpha. And then kind of make it fall off near the edge. Maybe bring it a bit brighter. There we go. So let's look at that in context with no that. There we go. That actually has a little light. That has a little light and fall off and shades and blurs and everything in it. Haha. Woo. Yeah. Second animation, University of Flash is still a mystery to me because we're a traditional guy. Ah, cool. That's nice effect. Thanks. I think we're almost near time of like an hour. I think. Close. 4 minutes. I know I wanted to do a bit more, but I guess I was a bit shy and anxious to get the rest of it and try to keep you guys fun. Entertain. Just gotta talk about video games and how I'm not too good at them. Rock find. As I guess I could just call these, you know, copy 2 or something. With these names here. But I like to have fun and then try to be specific to what's going on. And keep them unique with their duplicate name. And kind of put it near the same place. And there you go. So now I got that, and it's a different symbol than here. It's unusual to find a rolled up green screen behind a sofa in your house. Man, that's cool. I think I stored this green screen. You can't really tell because it's magic. But yeah, I have a green screen. That's I think I hid it away in a box until I needed to do these live streams, and then the Let's Play channel also needed a green screen because otherwise it'll just be my room, which is sort of a mess. Not as much as before, but we're cleaning it up. But yeah, we just found it in a. We've wanted it for. We had it for a long time. Yeah, this green screen, which you can't see. Ooh, like a ghost. It's like it's there but invisible. Haha. £4. Wow, that's light. Never heard that joke. Woo, take a sip. Ooh. I think we need that. Yeah. Oh man. You're on YouTube now. You're on my video. You made it. I used green screen in the April Fool's video. Yes. That was actually fun. I think I talked about it in a live stream, maybe, about the different layers in post-production that I needed to do, where I had the cutouts and then kind of held them in front of the green screen, and then did a video of each one of those elements of the cutouts and cardboards, and then that essentially meant that I had like 4 left and right hands in this shot. Yeah, that was fun. I think that's most technical and most layers in a video I've had, at least with video and stuff. I think my Let's Plays usually, when I try to do an edit, usually just, you know, a zoom in or something. They don't really have extra elements on them. So, yeah. I think we'll call it good. I know I didn't do too much. Maybe I didn't really do much at all. Well, we got these timed out a bit, and we figured out none of these. So maybe tune in next week when we actually make progress more on this. How about that? Because I'm actually pretty tired and fatigued from actually exercising, which sounds bad. Of like, I only did like a half hour for exercise, and now I'm like actually out of breath and tired. Of course, I just did it like an hour ago, so then I usually get anxious for these live streams. But yeah, my original plan was to have these, you know, at least get started animating and then animate the rest of it next week and then be done. But I guess we'll save that for next week when I stop, you know, try and talk as much. We're gonna do a cool effect here, maybe.
just ended of like we can have these brightness filter and then bring that down to a reasonable degree there. So now it's like a little bit more shaded and stuff. So it's like they're in the environment a bit more. I don't know. But I don't usually play too much with those filters, just because they're sometimes expensive on the computer. Like they take too much memory. So I guess I'm working on this bit now, but I'll try and wrap it up of thanking you guys for watching the stream, and I know that I tweeted it out, but I'll probably delete that tweet. So thanks guys for anyone who liked it. This has been fun. I like doing these. I just sometimes don't quite get what I want, but that's okay. That's life, and I almost had a video, you know, done last week, but that didn't happen either. So for the main channel, but that's okay too. Just spent actually more time to actually figure things out of like what I actually wanted for the video. Like I didn't know. So what I just did right there was I just drew this so it'll be on top of the rock, so you can now go behind it a bit more and actually be more believable that it's, you know, behind the rock. Oh, there you guys are. Yep. That thing's legit. About the fourth wall. Yeah. Just wanted to get these last little bits because I know these aren't part of the animation process. So as long as I get these somewhat done, we'll be good. Seems like this is a bit off. Better to show you now than working on these and then trying to do animation at the same time. So saved you a step there. Haha. That's really weird. I don't know what happened there. That's really weird. What even? What? I'll go to different view. It just kind of has an outline and stuff, but it's not quite viewing. There you go. Okay, whatever happened there. Who knows? Haha. Okay. I'll wrap it up. That's pretty cool wallpaper if you wanted. Thanks for watching. We'll work on maybe starting the animation next week. Yeah, you guys are regulars. I guess all the regulars are sticking around. Thanks, guys. And then we'll have hopefully a video for this weekend. Worked like 3 or 4 weeks on it already, so I hope you guys watch it. And then yeah, we'll work on, at least I will work on something else. I know I showed you those other stuff, so I guess the last topic is figuring out of whether or not you want, well, I guess you probably don't want to figure this out. If I can go to 1 video a month, I know that's hypocrisy in YouTube land of like having a YouTube every second to stay relevant, so I just feel like it'll be more beneficial on my health and everything, of like just trying to focus on having just, you know, a video once a month, you know, in the middle of the month or whatever, and then I'm able to focus on my other stuff and myself a bit more than trying to do 2 videos, you know, sometimes a month. So I'm not running out of ideas. I'm just slowing down on content, so these streams are probably going to be more content than my videos, but we're a community, and that's fun. So I'd rather make sure a video is, you know, done than out on time, I guess. All that. So yeah. Take your time. Better good and rush. Yes, it is now what I'm realizing is, you know, to have it be done. Because usually this is a sidetrack of sometimes I would like months ago during college I would spend, you know, 4 or 5 hours a day, and then I wanted to get uploaded it. I just would, if I wanted it to upload, you know, on Saturday, I would on Friday work till 6 a.m. on Friday to get it done, and then just say, okay, this is, you know, this is my timeline, like this is gonna be done, you know, no matter what. So I would have to stay up that long to that. So, and sometimes it worked. Other times it didn't, like the anime one. Well, what probably could have been better. I don't think time would have been better, because I felt like I did finish it, but I don't think it had the best production quality to it. Like it didn't have, like I didn't see to have more quality to it. It was more done to my vision standards of what I wanted, you know. So it had a different vision than what would probably been better techniques and how to do it right. So, yeah, not much, too much was cut. It was just, I think I talked about it a couple times in the live stream, so you want to check that out. Hopefully, probably taking more time to myself, friends and family and stuff. It sounds bad. It's like I've been neglecting a bunch of stuff recently, so I guess I just started with my health of trying to exercise more in the beginning, and then trying to actually make time for, you know, saying yes to events. You know, it's gonna be my next goal. You know, if someone, you know, invited me to go outside, I'll say yes is gonna be more important. So, has the exercise made you feel better? Yes, I actually feel way better, and it's only been like 2 days of exercising, for half hour a day. So, that's definitely good. And I have a bunch of phone motivators to say like you're doing great, and the motivators of that. So, I feel like that's a good habit. I feel like that should be good for everyone too, if you're not. Of course, there's always a balance of intake and outtake. It's probably what to take out of all of this is having whether or not to have a good intake or you know, balance of intake and outtake with health and calories and mental health and projects and stuff for work, so, and family. So I just wanted to get that point out that I'm trying to do better now, and because I'm, you know, almost 23, next week in 5 days, 27th is my birthday. So I feel like if I start that now, then I'll be on a good path, hopefully. So I'm glad you all are also on my ride of going ups and downs a lot. Yes, legit. Anyway, I think we're way past cool. Okay, I'll go to the end screen if I can find it. I can click this too. Okay. See you later. Till next time. Thanks for watching.
Oh boy, I gotta change my water. I still have water in my cup, but I think something's in it. It's probably warm. That's probably why. It was just sink water, so probably. Do we have bad water pipes? Maybe. I think one of yeah. There's a bunch of construction outside. Glad they're not doing it, you know, now. Like we actually had like a ton of work machines actually driving up and down and actually shaking our house in the morning, as they would actually break up our street to get to some lines and pipes. So I'd actually wake up to an earthquake essentially. So I was like, okay, what's going on? Like I knew about it, but it's like, you know, in a daze of like, what's going on? This is just weird. Like the whole, you know, like a 1.0 earthquake is going on and stuff. So, they said like maybe they'll go on for like another month or so. I think it seemed like they kept, you know, as it's our street, they just kind of just keep patching it up every time. So it's like they drill a hole with some jackhammers and some construction driving things, I don't know, and then they work on it for like a couple hours, just make a bunch of noise as they cut up our street power lines, and not power lines, just pipes underground, and then they just kind of just cover it up for like, and that takes them a couple hours to cover it back up with sand and then other types of like ground up asphalt or whatever it is that makes up a street. So ugh. It seems like not really a waste of time, but I guess it is to, you know, break it all up and then fill it up. Like it's like a sandcastle. Like why'd you make a whole big sandcastle and then wash it out only to make another sandcastle? Anyway, they've been going today. I think because we went out. Yeah, they were. So it's just been a little bit annoying inconvenience, you know. They're right outside my house, you know. So it's like I can just look out and see them sometimes. I was just watching it for like I was having lunch and I was looking out my window and just watching them yell at each other, giving each of them directions and stuff. Oh yeah, I was also thinking that time that those little flaggers that have that sign of like slow and stop on both the sides of it. Like we can probably just have a robot, you know, just have that kind of job. It's like just have like a camera on it and a little wheelie thing or something, and some kind of motor to like spin it around. So it doesn't, you know, we don't really need a person nowadays to be there, you know. If we got all this technology to have like driverless cars, why do we have to have some guy hold up a stick to say like, hey car, you know, don't go, and then maybe go slow? So I just found that interesting of having that we're still paying a guy to do that instead of trying to instead of just having a robot or something do it for us to do that job, you know. I like these little in talks. I can just really chill out. This is really fun. There's all these little pent up thoughts inside, you know. I haven't really shared them with anyone, so this is just me trying to remember those thoughts and then sharing them. So I hope you guys, you know, like these. It seems like some of you do, so that's great. Having more fun with these little in talks. So
makes it seem like, yeah, we're done, but I'm able to just talk about whatever. think we're good. Okay. Where's the stop button? I can't. My mouse is so broken. I bought a new mouse, and I think it's just my wireless connection. Because I have a wireless mouse. Little USB dongle. It's like it's got little fields of where it's usable. So if it's like out of range or whatever, it's like doesn't work. So it's just it doesn't move the mouse in certain places of my desk. Oh, so yeah, it's hard because you know I have the 3 monitors, so it's like hard to go from monitor 1 to 3 real quick because you can't use a tablet to use the mouse all the way across. You have to use the mouse all the way across because you can't use a tablet. Because the tablet only works for the screen. So I think there's a way to like say like which. Look at the tablet settings to say like which screen you can draw on. Maybe that'd be advanced. Maybe I'll look into that. Well, there's like a precision mode where you can take your whole drawing screen and then make it into one square of the screen. So you can just draw in one little bit, I guess, but it seems weird. Like usually all the buttons and stuff are really big, or you can just zoom into it. So I don't know why you want precision mode. I'm sure it's useful for maybe like painting, but then you can just zoom into it. Maybe it's precision mode is when you want to see the whole picture, but you want to draw really small. Like you want to paint something really, really small. That just seems weird. Because I don't really do that. And it seems less precise. Because like you're not really. Because it's not one-to-one of drawing. It's like using one of those matte tablets I showed. Those little Intuos kind of thing. I don't know what that was. It was just a escape of air, like trying to be a sneeze. Oh, the mic is okay. No, I only tested it like once. Usually do like a mic test before I start streaming, just to see if it works or not. So I don't know. It was okay. Seems okay. I can see like the volume rating on my stream box. So I think my mouse works here on my desk. Like only there's like certain rings of influence or something of where my mouse works. Oh no, I got a question. Get jam on those slices? They're virtual pieces of toast flying across. You have to be pretty quick to get some jam on them before they fly away. You know? You probably have to catch them first and then get them. Then you can do whatever you want. And then you have to catch another toaster to toast. Well, probably wanna. Wait, do you put the toast? I haven't done this in a while. Do you put the toast in the toaster, take it out, and then jam it? Because otherwise, if you put the jam on first and then on the toast, and then you put it in the toaster, and then you'll jam your toaster. Haha. That's a good one. Well, we can't decide whether or not these objects are bread or toast, you know. How can one say if that is bread or toast if we do not know if it is toasted or not? Is simply just putting it in the toaster, you know, making the bread toast? Or does it need to be warmed up to toast the toast? Or is it just toasting the bread? I don't think we can't really say it. Because I used the same, you know, model for all the toast and bread. I don't know. I don't remember what I called it. I probably call them toast. And the symbol names, that'll probably be the... Can I find it? Do you think I can find it real quick of what I called it? Yeah. Maybe it was a bit a while ago. Let's play setup. That sounds close, maybe? Nope. That's something like that. Maybe like live? Anything for that? Well, live sketch? What was this? I'm finding all stuff in myself. Whoa, look at this. Oh yeah, I drew all that stuff. Wow. Forgot what I called it. Can't find a file. Did I even put it here in this folder? Oh no. Oh my. I have a bunch of fun stuff in here. I can almost taste it. Want to see this? Can I find it again? I'll leave it on that. Here's something to scare you, and then we'll end it officially. I'll have my camera on, but whatever. Hey again, I just edited this video like months ago. Probably when the Switch came out. Like, you can almost taste it. I think that's what this was. Okay, thanks a couple guys still watching. I couldn't find the other one I was finding. Okay, see you later. Oh yeah, I gotta end it. Okay, see ya.